as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. By 20.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 41, Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 53 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
11. 56. Mike, 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. To throw again on second down, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this is caught by Watkins. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Yellow. I go on, 80. Right, 54. Check, 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 check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Watch that.
Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Pushing his way through. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Yellow. I go on, 80. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Working from the gun, Mahomes rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
15. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 56. Mike, 56. Exit. 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56 to Mike. 57 colors. 57 colors. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go. I 7. Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Second down and goal. Mahomes looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. 7-7, our score after one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Patch it.
Here's Mostert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This is Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. 65. Big stop, let's go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Chiefs! Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee. And
find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. Stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be seen.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California.
smoke though. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Nifty move. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go. Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So we got man. Mike 54.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
10-2 stop.
Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Ready? 60 yards. Bravo.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Throwing Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
You ain't going nowhere.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. They're doing pretty well.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second. And finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Barkley.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Team spell. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
On second down, here's Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It's caught. Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jones to throw again. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said? And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here.
Hey, Echo. On the ball.
Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Second and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 23-yard run, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
29 is the Mike. Mike, 29.
Lock.
29 is the Mike.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. That's caught. It's Coleman. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
Here we go.
Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 41 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
56-6, pull it high.
Watch the run, watch the run. Jam him, jam him, jam him.
Yes, yes. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go, here we go. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Check your hot read.
80 weapon. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Undercrush, undercrush. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
60 yards.
57, Mike 57. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Second and 14. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. He's back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
13. Hey, Charlie. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. This is Coleman. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Jones. Going to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Army. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you.
Hey, exit.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Let go.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This will be from 53 for the win. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready?
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And what an awful time to cough up the football here in OT.
And all coaches talk about, they preach it like crazy, minimizing mistakes, taking care of the football. In this case, that didn't happen, and now they put themselves in position to lose the game.
Yeah, field goal wins it. That's all they need. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. James now to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 29 is the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Pick it up.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
I got you. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go. Hey, gun.
Now Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Good route here.
Cousins on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Here we go. 180!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Here we go. 120! Two times.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep 11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Bravo.
4th down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they put the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. It's complete to Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
11.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The end result, 21 yards. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr, his 2nd sack of the night.
21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Jahan, 180. Lucky 48. Target.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, 40's Mike, right there.
Garoppolo now. Able to haul it in as Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Here we go.
40's Mike.
I'm on.
Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Check the backer.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 28 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Mostert. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. So a little late drama in the 1st half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Mike, 11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
21.
Drop deep.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
61. Max box.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go. 13.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
21. Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
I know every coach talks about respecting the ball, taking care of the ball. But when it's 3rd and long like that, you're triggered, man. He wants to make a play. And on that one, he's trying to force one downfield to make that play. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, he tried to make the play. A little risky, but it fell incomplete. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike, 13.
Watch the run.
Hey, team 6.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is born. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Sherrills. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On the toss, Madison. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. 65 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing here, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
21.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looks to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. A gain there of 21 yards. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.